In the early medieval period of Bharat, also known as India, temples were not just places of worship. They were the epicenters of cultural and social activities. They were the nerve centers of education and knowledge, and they were a significant part of the economy. The temples of Bharat were a microcosm of the society, reflecting the changing dynamics, evolving traditions, and economic shifts. The establishment of temples dates back to the 4th century, during the reign of the Gupta Empire. The temples were grand structures, intricately carved and filled with precious idols. They were the symbol of the power and prosperity of the ruling class. The construction of a temple was considered a sacred duty and a way to attain divine blessings. But these temples were not just architectural marvels. They were living, breathing entities that required a host of personnel to function. Priests, musicians, dancers, cooks, cleaners, and a variety of other staff were employed in these temples. These individuals devoted their lives to the service of the divine and were compensated for their efforts. The economic system of these temples was a fascinating blend of divinity and practicality. The salaries of the temple staff were not paid in cash, as is the norm today. Instead, they were given grants of land, known as Devadana or Brahmadeya. These lands were tax-free and were meant to provide for the livelihood of the temple staff. The larger the role and responsibility, the larger the land grant. Over time, as the economy evolved, so did the payment system. The land grants were gradually replaced by fixed quantities of grain, precious metals, and other valuable commodities. This system was called Bali, Bogam, or Hundi. The temple staff were also given a share of the offerings made by the devotees. This was a form of incentive that encouraged them to perform their duties with utmost devotion and sincerity. As the centuries rolled by, the economic system of the temples underwent further changes. The land grants and commodity payments gave way to cash salaries, mirroring the shift in the broader economy. The temples, though rooted in tradition, were not immune to the winds of change. They adapted and evolved, reflecting the economic realities of the times. In summary, the temples of early medieval Bharat were much more than places of worship. They were economic entities that provided livelihoods to many. The payment system in these temples evolved from land grants to commodity payments, and finally to cash salaries. This evolution mirrored the broader economic shifts in society and showcased the adaptability of these sacred institutions. The temples of Bharat, with their intricate economic systems, offer a fascinating glimpse into the past, providing valuable insights into the socio-economic fabric of early medieval Bharat.